What is up, guys? Mcdoubles back again with a brand new video, and in this video we're going on episode 4 of the Turtle WoW Vanilla Custom Journey. That's where we take Boomboi, currently a level 31 warlock at the end of episode 3, and we try all the custom content from the Warcraft 3 era and beyond, all the cut content of Vanilla that's been added to Turtle WoW, and we actually try to progress all the way to 60. This series is 100% reliant on you guys wanting to see it, so if you want to see more Turtle WoW, like the video and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoy episode 4. Let's get into it. So I'm going to start my journey off pretty simply. I'm going to go back to Hillsbrad, and I'm going to start doing all the quests I can find here. I just did Helkular's Revenge. You have to kill Yetis outside the cave, and it's only a 4% drop chance. Bro, I just got it on my very first Yeti. So we're already off to a really good start today.
Later that same evening.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You're sweating. Relax. Take a deep breath.
Cornered, and knowing that there was literally no way in hell 2 Alliance High Elf Paladins would actually let me get away when they knew they had a numerical advantage in PvP. I did the only thing I could have done. I tricked them into letting me summon my succubus. Okay, guys, that was my very first fight on Turtle WoW so far that had any semblance of me in it, if that makes sense. Like, for example, I had some fights where, for example, didn't have the right demon out, level disadvantages and stuff like that, ganked when I'm super duper low. But this was the first fight where I thought, I'm not going to wait for them to kill me because I know they're leading up to it. Instead, I'm gonna get the jump. I go for the succubus, I manipulate my way into doing that in good faith, and then I immediately go for the seduction on one, the fear on the other. I just barely, by the way, seduct one of the guys who's coming out of the fear so that he can't holy light his ally, and then I kill the ally, 100% making that fight, because they could have healed each other after that point, and it literally would have been over. And then even when the mage comes, I'm able to kill her with dots after a soulstone res, which is just awesome, because I pre-planned for somebody to gank me, and for once it actually paid off. Only for that level 29 pally to come back and me to kill him again before dying. And you know what? I'll take it. I feel like I fought valiantly. It was like basically 1v3 at different points of that fight, 1v2 for the majority of it. And if I'm honest with you guys, I was really surprised by my damage on that level 29 pally in the beginning. Like, I'm only 3 levels ahead of him. It's not that much. He's a pally as well, so lots of defensives. You can see both of them divine shielded on me. Like, this is a pretty intense fight to be soloing, and I still killed him super duper fast with the Siphon Life, with the Corruption and the Curse of Agony and the Immolate, so super happy with that. It just seemed that that level 31 pally was just tanky enough to where I couldn't kill him fast enough, because if I was able to kill him before he was able to recover like I did his friend, then when the mage came, I could easily just 1v1 her, and then if they both respawned at half, who knows if I could have kept going. That's what I keep thinking about. But GG to you guys, that was so freaking fun, and they role-played into it too. That's what I mean by these crazy random vanilla experiences that you can really only get on a vanilla server, and the cool thing is that there's a lot of role players on this server, and role players get a really bad rap because of things like Moonguard and stuff like that, but the fact of the matter is, some light roleplay that doesn't overbound into cringe is actually really fun sometimes. I think most people can agree with that. Especially when you know it's about to lead up to something that's actually fun, like genuine PvP. There's mind games that can be played. It's just really awesome. Because I feel like they were literally looking for an excuse to dogpile me, which is what they ended up doing. And then I felt like so abused at the end because they just kept trading stuns on me and then taking a second to try to heal themselves and trading stuns and CC. And I was like, holy crap, I'm being passed around like I'm nothing right now. Only for 2 of them to die to dots at the end. I don't know. I liked that fight. I'm going to keep questing, and we'll see if we can get to level 33, and then hopefully 40 by the end of the video, guys, because 40, 10 levels every video is pretty fair, and the more we get into this, guys, the longer it takes to get these levels, right? So as we progress, it only gets longer, but we're still going to try to maintain pace. Plus, level 40 gives us room to try a lot of custom content, like these special zones over here in the Arathi Highlands. That's going to be a lot of troll custom stuff that we can access in our mid-30s, I believe, so that's really nice. That's the main thing that I really want to look at.
Several days later.
Okay, guys, level 35. It's been like 4 days or 3 days, something like that, since I was last leveling. I had to do some new Ascension videos. We have new builds for that, and they're not even done. But I've got some time now, and we're back on Turtle WoW, because we got to complete this and get to level 40. I actually had some really good clips, man. I'm actually excited to get this out. It's just a shame it takes so long to level. If I was you guys, though, I would expect a Turtle WoW video basically once a week, but if we're lucky, we might do 2 because of the length of time it takes. I think I can commit to once a week. I don't think that's like asking for too much of myself with Ascension and all the other things I want to do right now, so I would expect it once a week if you're here for Turtle WoW. So I want to update you guys. I'm 160 Alchemy, 160 Herb, and that's pretty good. Maxing these by the end of the video might be kind of a tall order alongside level 40, but maybe we can get them up just a little bit more. I'd like to get them to 200, but we'll see where we leave off. First aid, pretty much okay where it is right now, and survival, that's just tent making, which I've been utilizing pretty religiously. We're in Desolace right now. It was a long run, but we finally got here. We don't even have this explored for some reason. I want to do some of these quests. There aren't too many down here as far as I know, but I've also never really quested here before, but it is varying up the XP, and that's really good for me. Also, we have 142% rested XP right now, near max, so I am ready to go. 95k XP in the bank. That's a level and a half. We've also got some other stuff to look forward to as well. Like, I'm really super excited to go to this troll zone I told you guys about. That's gonna be huge, guys. And I forgot to even mention in this video, but there's the Crescent Grove, a brand new dungeon that's in the mid-30s that you can do. 35 might be a bit low. I'd like to be at the top end of that bracket, 38-ish, but once we get there, that's gonna be an amazing thing to show off. So that's gonna be 2 of the main goals of this video. Show off the new subzone in Arathi Highlands, and show off the brand new dungeon, the Crescent Grove. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of things, guys. I shadow bolted that guy. I didn't go super greedy mode like an NPC and go for the wand. And I was able to kill him with some pretty big hits on the shadow bolt, to be completely honest with you. And I was not too confident about that one, to be honest with you guys, at this level, because they have a lot of healing, right? And they can psychic scream me. There aren't any like trinkets to break that. They can dot me too. And I'm only using the Void Walker. I had a lot of defense with him, but I kind of do want that succubus for a lot of these fights, because I could have interrupted one of his heals, for example, with the seduction. So anyway, I'll definitely take it. That's our first 1v1 in Stranglethorn Vale, and of course I got the jump, but hey, I'd rather be predator than be prey. We know how it works in the mean streets of STV. So I'm going to turn in this quest right here. We are level 36 right now. My talents are a mess, but one thing that did actually make it to where I could kill that guy was that I've gone hard, believe it or not, into Cursive Exhaustion for 30% reduced movement speed for 12 seconds, which is a really long time actually. And I don't believe priests have any way to remove curse. Like, this is really annoying against mage, right? Because they just remove it. Also, you may have noticed in all my PvP fights, I'm utilizing dynamite. This was actually given to me. This is pretty good dynamite in and of itself. It's a lot of damage at the lower levels, especially in the 20s, especially where we were in the fight that we used it. For the last fight, though, I completely forgot the keybind for this one because I've been changing it around, and I accidentally used my lesser one, which is still not too bad. Also, I've already gained quite a lot of levels. We already got 10 herb levels, which right now is actually pretty good for me, so I'm finding really cool stuff all over the place. Desolace kind of sucks. Like, I did like all the easy quests in Desolace. I could go back, but I want to do the easy STV North quests now that just require you to kill stuff, basically. I'm also in queue at the moment for Crescent Grove. Guys, we did it. We found a Crescent Grove group. Dude, I'm actually so pumped right now. Brand new gear. Brand new instance. Who would have thought they'd actually add an instance that was low level too? That's actually so hype, dude. Dude, I was gonna wait till we got to the instance, but these guys are linking drops they want from Crescent Grove, and the more I look at it, the more excited I get. Thorn Root Maul, dude. What the hell? 18 strength, 6 stam, 5 intellect, level 34, 2H mace. What? That's really strong, actually, and interesting, and the Pallies all want it. Horn of Ingress as well. This is a trinket, dude. A trinket at level 34. Restores 4 health per 5. On use, thorns sprout from the target, causing 9 nature damage to attackers when hit. You basically get the thorns buff, I think. Maybe something similar. That's amazing! For a trinket, 15 armor on it as well. I mean, you're giving tanks something to strive for early on. Yeah, you can't not be hyped for that, dude. Okay, guys, I'm at the beginning of the instance, or at least the pathway to the instance, and I'm waiting for my group right now because there are elite Furbolg mobs outside that I cannot run past, so I'm gonna probably have to fight my way in with them. Right now, I am at the Mistral Lake, and that's where the instance apparently will be located, as far as I'm aware. That's what I think. I'll get back to you guys in a second. We'll really figure it out. One thing I want to show you guys, though, is I did somehow pick up Crescent Grove quests. I think maybe Orgrimmar, Thunderbluff, something like that. I got them a while ago, though, and I thought, okay, I gotta save that. And it looks like Crescent Grove, based on the description of this quest, is a place where Furbolgs went, and they tried to cure their madness. It didn't work, and I guess we're gonna go in there and kick some Furbolg ass. And here's the thing, guys. This is a Furbolg dungeon, I think. I'm pretty sure there's Furbolgs outside, and those are the bear people, guys. So this is amazing. So I have to get some paws of some guys in there. It looks like there's 5 bosses based on this little UI thing right here, and I have to collect 8 Groveweld badges. Really like this. Imagine, there was never a dungeon instance outside of Blackfall Deeps and Ashenvale? Really? If you really think about it, like, really? I mean, what a missed opportunity. It's such an interesting, beautiful forest, and there's nothing for us to go in until now. And I'm just excited to see what it's gonna look like. Okay, we just summoned the group. God, I love being a warlock, man. I'm excited. I've got my imp out. I like to do the imp so far for PvE because I can just toss a 19 stamina buff on everybody, and he's fine. He does okay damage. I'm just gonna dot everything up, use my wand, and just try not to go because I could go for the life tap, but I've heard this is pretty hard. So in other words, I don't want to put unnecessary strain on the healer. So as you can see, we're already killing different Furbolgs on our way in, and they've been linking some ridiculous gear, as I showed you before, but they kept linking stuff, even in Epic. So I was like, okay, maybe there's some power creep here, which, gotta be honest with you guys, I could care less about. Okay, here it is. Wow, man, this is sick. Okay, so it's like kind of a cave, but there's a tree growing out of it, some roots and stuff, and we have 2 little, just tribal effigy type things as well. Okay, we're going in. Wow, look at that. Crescent Grove. Oh, listen to the music. Oh, wow, I like this, guys. Okay, we're in. Let's do this. Holy crap, they actually created an instance, man. It's like a giant Furbolg village. Okay, so I'm dotting everything right now. I haven't looked up guides or anything. I'm figuring out Warlock as we go along. Not completely clueless, obviously, but, you know, doing me. Got the dots up on everybody. Gonna go for the next set here. Things are dying pretty fast, but I think we're good. Let's just go ahead and go for the wand on this last guy. And these pallies are really pumping because we have 3 pallies in here, 1 shaman, and then me. It is cross-faction grouping, so I've got Alliance in here, and I've got Horde in here, so it's pretty cool. I do appreciate the cross-faction grouping. For vanilla, I think it's actually really, really necessary. You want to be able to get literally everybody you can while questing so that you can actually get groups going all the time, regardless of how progressed the server is, you know what I mean? And plus, who's to say the Alliance and the Horde wouldn't actually want to work together for something like this, which is a common interest. So I don't mind it. You can mount in here, I'm noticing as well. So what would happen if I just spammed Rain of Fire? Is it completely awful? 96 damage per tick, and it takes 1, 2. Is it just 3 ticks? Oh, I did actually pull aggro on something. Yeah, but I lost so much mana on the process. Holy crap. It won't be a problem. I can obviously life tap if I want. I thought this was going to be a little bit harder for the healer, but maybe it's not till we get deeper in here that things get stronger. Okay, I'm just going to go for 2 dots, actually. Let's just go 2 dots in a ward. Corruption and Curse of Agony. Now, I'm kind of biased against the demon. Like, I don't know how much damage the demon's really doing with just auto attacks and PvE and vanilla. I don't feel like it's that much, but it could be it's the equivalent of a corruption or something similar, right? Like, in other words, having a dot on my targets. Ooh, Elder Black Maw. There's Grove Tender Ingress. I do need to kill that guy, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and I've already completed my quest, the Rampant Grove Weld. All done. That's nice. We have Elder One Eye and Elder Black Maw. These are also for the quests, I believe. Okay, he's going. I'm going to go for Black Maw first. This guy's already telling people to go as well, so it's like even this content, but I'm okay with that. This is so fresh right now. Like, look how beautiful it is. They've been very generous with the purple trees, and everybody knows purple and pink trees, those crazy colored trees, that's the best kind of tree, man. All right, now we're on Grove Tender Ingress, and we're gonna go for the Siphon Life. I don't know if that's actually worth it outside of PvP, but it's just another dot, right? So he's ticking for a lot of damage. All right, let's see. What is he going to drop? Oh, Grove Weld Tribal Necklace. Look at these. Oh my god, these pallies are needing so quick. If this had stam, I might take it for the intellect, but I'm not. I'm going to greed on it. But guys, wow, that's actually really, really cool. Oh my god, this Deranged Ancient is only taking 12 damage from my wand. So that means they've built in resistances to certain types of magic, I'm pretty sure, as well. So the music, I think, was something unique in the beginning, but I think it defaults to Ashenvale music at some point as well. It could be based on what exact location you're in the dungeon. So we'll be able to see, you know, if it changes, but I really like this so far. Atmosphere is grade A. So both of our quests are complete, by the way. I think there could possibly be more. The good thing about dungeons like this is that they're worthy of doing more than once, simply because they're new. And also, I believe, like I said, the gear is quite good, so that gives you yet another reason, too. Whoa, what is this? Thornwood Claw, random green BOE, 5 agi, 2 intellect. They're adding a lot of fist weapons, actually, I've noticed. Yeah, this one in particular only takes 9, 10, 15 damage at best from my wand. All the other ones are getting hit for 35, 45, like I said. It's basically confirmed. This guy has something. Oh, look at this, bro. Keeper Ranathos, which is a Keeper of the Grove that looks like it went corrupt. Imagine not having to go to Maradon to see this kind of, like, aesthetic. Okay, this is 11k HP, so more than the first one. Let's go. I'm going to go for the full dot. And we don't have anybody that's doing elemental damage, so I guess there's no point of Curse of Elements, so Agony it is, and we're just going to go for the wand. Maybe I should Shadow Bolt. Like I said, oh, well, this guy's so dead, dude. Like, dots eating him alive, the pallies, man. Oh my god, Band of Renathos looks like cloth, looks like cloth. No, it's leather, so close, dude. So one thing I do like about this place is the way that they've set it up. It's not just a straight line. And some of you guys might like that. I do also like it from time to time. Not everybody wants to do Blackrock Depths for every dungeon, but this is more akin to that, just with a forest aesthetic, right? You do pick where you want to go. There are multiple places you could go first, theoretically, from what I can see. It does feel more open, like an open world area, rather than an instance, which is pretty cool. It also could be the fact that I'm so lost right now that I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it does feel like I'm in a ginormous forest, which really opens up Ashenvale, and Ashenvale needed it, man. Ashenvale really needed it. Oh, okay, now we are getting to a little bit of a corridor leading outside of the initial massive open world area that I was seeing back there, so to speak. I'm looking at some demon guys back there as well. Roaming Fell Guards. We're also seeing disturbed Night Elf spirits. And I think that's imps right there as well. Sprites, they say. Weird, guys. Weird. There's nothing. He's just using wrath. Is this not a real boss? Maybe it's like a mini boss? Oh, okay. It's a mini boss that drops green loot. A lot of leather and stuff here. Now, that's another thing to keep in mind. They might actually be dropping things specifically from this dungeon to fill a niche that I might be unaware that was probably not filled properly in original vanilla. It could be that there wasn't a lot of intellect, agi, strength stuff in the 30 bracket. I do think that's true, and so this is really filling that niche so far because that's all I see. No caster gear yet. Also, we're going up another mountain on the other side now, so now it's starting to feel like I am supposed to be where I am. So, okay, the open world, really vast kind of BRD-ish area in the back in the forest over there, that was huge, but now it looks like we've got a set path. And we have another Warden Life Root, probably for more green gear. Okay, same thing with this guy. He does Entangling Roots, everybody. Another Warden's Vest. Okay, we're sticking to the right-hand side, not pulling every mob. 5-second stuns coming out from these pallies. Remember, there's 3 of them right now. Holy crap. I feel like pallies are more broken than ever before. And I feel like that's just the tip of the iceberg. Lots of people are making pallies, especially because you could be high elf and human on the same faction, which is about as fantasy as it gets. I feel like people who appreciate like an old school fantasy feel love the idea of dwarf, high elf, and human on the same team. Okay, we're just traversing the mountainside right now, carefully avoiding many of the mobs around us. There's a lot of tricksters, a lot of satyrs, and I don't want to pull things for no reason, of course, as well. So I'm trying to be very mindful of my positioning because I don't want to disappoint these guys. Luckily, when you're new with something like this, all you really need to do is just relax and follow your team. Ooh, Band of Thorns, 6 spirit. Okay, I think this has already been in the game before, but I think they just put it in this dungeon. I feel like I recognize that. 5 intellect, 3 spirit, increases the damage of fire spells and effects. Oh man, maybe actually at 40 when I go conflag, I'm gonna take that because nobody else needs it, unless the shaman for whatever reason flame shock. I don't know. Okay, we'll just keep this in case we can use it in the future, guys. Right now I'm not super fiery, but I could be. Oh no, a roaming Felguard pack ganked us on the road. We just couldn't run past it, man. Okay, let's go ahead and sick them with the dots and go for the wands. That's the plan. I'm actually gonna go for a rain of fire right here. These guys are actually slapping. Holy crap. Maybe we were just avoiding the hard mobs the whole time. Look at these guys go down. This is actually not so easy. Oh, another one's coming too. Oh no, another roaming Felguard. Looks like we're in trouble. A trickster got pulled as well. This is scary. This is not good. I don't have a soul stone up, guys. Oh, no, I do for myself, thank God. But I didn't have it on the tank. This was from before I got to the instance, so don't judge me too hard. I wonder if I should fear one. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, we actually survived, so that was way harder, but we only probably survived maybe in part because he gained a level and got his mana. Okay, we literally just wiped, and I'm about to soul stone, so I'm actually really happy we wiped because that means it was a challenge, and that's great. Okay, my imp actually died. This guy slaps. Jesus, it's a Doom Guard, dude. What an awesome last boss, too. Okay, he's flame striking, and this is really weird and rough terrain. He also has the most HP of anybody I've seen so far, and I think the server just lagged. No, it's the first time it's lagged on me. Oh, it came back. Dude, I can banish him at 1 HP. Slayer's Edge is what he drops. A one-handed weapon with 6 damn 12 AP. Wow, bro, that's amazing looking. Okay, guys, that is Crescent Grove, which I am so happy with. But GG, guys, that was amazing. Okay, so those Crescent Grove quests actually came from Grawl the Exile, which is custom content, obviously. That guy, is he evil? I have res sickness. Hopefully these guys don't attack me. Don't judge me. Okay, I turned that one in. And Grawl's band, that's not too bad. 5 stamina, 7 spirit. It's probably better than one of the rings I have. Yeah, I can replace the horn ring for a straight upgrade. So at least we got something. That's sick. It's also possible there are more quests for that dungeon in other places. I did hear that the Alliance have some in Darnassus. So I'm getting a new spell right now, and I've never seen a version of Spellstone like this. Let me know if this is just the vanilla Spellstone or if it's actually been changed. It says, okay, creating a Spellstone for the caster. When equipped and used, I remove harmful magic effects for myself, and I get a 400 magic damage absorption shield. Wow. I also get 1% crit. Okay, apparently that's so much better to me than the Firestone. It's like not even in the same weight class. I am legitimately running out of keybinds on this Warlock right now. I have some greedy ones with the pot though, so we could probably do something with that. So I ended up doing Crescent Grove one more time. I got a really crazy wand. It does something I've literally never seen before. Not saying it doesn't exist, I just haven't seen it, in which it doesn't just do one type of damage. It's literally doing both, but not doing it as its own spell type. So it's not Shadow Flame. I'm just doing 16 to 30 shadow damage plus 16 to 30 fire damage with a single wand hit on a 1.3 speed, which is very, very fast. I also got ganked by this rogue outside the instance and started recording. He got me really low, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I didn't even have to dynamite and I killed him. Now, I did use my alchemy pots and my health stone, so this is big, but let's also not forget I had soul stone as well. The dude didn't have a chance in hell, but it really was a good fight, and I do think that maybe later on rogues will end up countering me, but I was able to kill him pretty easily this time. because he couldn't knock me out in a single kidney. Thing is, I'm going to end up making free action potions, and if I'm smart, I might be able to just always win this, and we'll just have to see as we get higher leveled. I was also able to find some people and do a very, very difficult quest in the southern part of Desolace. I had to kill multiple spirits, and me and a high elf mage I met, who I actually started off meeting them by killing them, and then we grouped up in the area, could not do the quest. Luckily for me, a rogue appeared, and all three of us were able to slowly pull all of the different dead centaur ghosts, and I was able to get all the plasma I needed from killing them, which was really, really nice as well. The next thing I did was go to Ratchet and do my warlock quest. I had to get an infernal orb. I easily killed the infernal down here in Dustwallow Marsh, and now we're in Ratchet, where I'm finally going to turn the quest in. So let's see. Returning the cleansed infernal orb. Well done, Boomboi. This will do nicely. The only thing left for you to do is decide on which demon you want me to imprison within the cleansed orb, okay? I know nothing about this, by the way. I've literally never done this. Okay, I have a shard of an infernal quest as well. I think I did choose something for the infernal. The completed orb of Dar Orahil. Let's see. Whoa. Increases damage done by shadow spells and effects by 19, and it gives stats? Whoa. I actually really want that. You could say maybe I should get the blue orb, right? The fact of the matter is, though, I have not been able to find a good one-handed weapon, which has been really, really sad. At the current moment, I'm using Witch's Finger and Hook Dagger of Stamina, and I'm only using this because at least it gave me something. That's how bad it's been right now to find a 1H with Intellect or Spirit or anything. So I think just by lieu of that, and the fact that I'm going to start out-leveling stuff, I'm going to go for the Staff. I bet lots of people don't even choose the Staff. But 19 Shadow Spell and Effect damage, that's actually really, really nice. I am still Affliction, by the way, guys. I will just go ahead and tell you, I changed my spec to be a little bit more uniform in terms of I did try to see what other Warlocks were doing in Classic WoW. Now, I didn't copy it because, quite frankly, there were things that were way different. Like, a lot of these talents would have been a 5 out of 5 or something like that. Now it's only 2 out of 2. So it's actually pretty nice, but that's not it. I also wanted to utilize the Curse of Exhaustion, something that a lot of these guides don't tell you to use. The reason I wanted to use it is because, as we saw, I actually was able to get good use out of it by killing people who otherwise would have ran from me, which is a very frustrating thing when you're trying to world PvP. Only 20% on this version of it, though, because I'm going to max out Shadow Mastery, 10% more damage, let's just say, and then we'll take the Dark Pack. It looks like one of the worst abilities in the entire game, but maybe it'll be good. You know, I do play with my mana a lot. I did go improved life tap at this point as well, so we have a lot of extra mana we get from the life tap. We have a lot of room to play with our health as well with the Siphon Life and the Drained Soul, and the Drained Life, rather. So anyway, let's see what this girl has to say. Wait for Minara Void Render to complete the orb and then speak. Is that it? I really hope I don't have to fight something. Let me go ahead and summon a Void Walker just in case. Oh, that's it. Okay. All right, I'm taking the staff, guys. We know how it is. I'm really trying to think hard. I can't think of a single 1H weapon that I'm going to get soon that would make me want to take this one. Plus, as I said, this is just better stats for me overall right now. I'd rather take the instant gratification at this moment in time rather than continue to wait for more and more stuff. I'm doing enough of that in vanilla, you know what I mean? But there we go, guys. Level 39, which is massive. Got the staff, has a little reddish orb on it, it seems. I'll take it, and we have a lot of damage with that as well, which is super nice. This is a really nice milestone. I feel like we almost end here all the time, but I've still got at least one more level to do in this video, and I know exactly where I want to go. So one thing I want to mention while we're on our way to Arathi, it's going to be our first time trying to access that new subzone I keep alluding to, is a little bit of the downsides of exit strategy. Listen, guys, they were scared as hell to make goblins and high elves. They were. And you can tell when you play them because their racials are underpowered, but the things that are supposed to be little things that private servers don't typically focus on, like adding a roar animation or, you know, just adding voice lines, they did a lot of that, which is nice. I really, really like that. Why do I keep saying they're scared though? Well, because I look at these racials and they're so underpowered, it's just unbelievable. I'd literally rather have any other race's racials outside of the nice passive ones like the alchemy and stuff. That's all fine. But like, I remember the high elf racial was like garbage. I think I could be wrong. Somebody might prove me wrong, but it looked like it was just the equivalent to free food out in the wild, food and drink. Like, wow, on like a 5-minute cooldown or something crazy like that. And then the goblin one, you would think at first glance it was at least fine, but if you really look at it, it's 3 seconds of 40% more movement speed, which is like not that great. It actually is really weird. It says that you're fleeing when that's happening, and there are certain things you can't do while your character is considered to be fleeing. One of them is attacking. So that's a pretty interesting thing. On a 5-minute cooldown. If it was 2 minutes, I would get it. I actually could see that. But a 5-minute, I don't even know if exit strategy is almost ever really worth using. I don't know, it's really interesting if you think about it. I just thought it was worth pointing out. I'm not saying they need a buff either though, to be honest, because I know why they did this. They don't want to add 2 new races that are just broken compared to the other races. Blizzard did this, by the way. Blizzard had a bunch of regular race racials, and then out of nowhere, they started coming in hot, man, with like the panda ones, and that was like literally free, like an interrupt kind of. It was also an incapacitate, I believe, and it really was strong. I can appreciate them trying to avoid broken stuff with the new inclusions because they still want it to be vanilla WoW. They don't want you to get in here and think, this isn't vanilla. They want you to think, oh my god, this is if they just made vanilla better. That's a really good point, I think, to be made. Guys, Wild Tusk Village. We are here, and you can see I've got a bunch of quests. There's so many, in fact, that we're just going to go out here and start questing in the Arathi Highlands. But before we do that, and we start getting up to level 40, let me show you guys this little custom village. So it's more forest troll stuff, and it looks like there are some ruins right here. Maybe they were destroyed, maybe from the Scourge. Maybe, I don't know. And then they go south, and they form the Wild Tusk Village. So now Horde have a whole village worth of quests in Arathi that you can do alongside the little one over here, Hammerfell, in this general direction over here, which I definitely want to go over there and get those quests as well. But isn't this really sick, guys? Watcher Otobay right there, and then we have a little Rock Ellie, Earth Ellie guy down here, Lord Rog, and I got a quest from this guy as well. You can see him down there in the distance. So this, oh my god, I just realized behind him is a giant statue of a head. So it's a really cool little zone with a lot of awesome architecture, and we're fleshing out the forest troll guys once again. They're in the Horde, so why don't we ever get to see them outside of like Revan Tusk Village maybe? And now we do. There's already another dude right there as well. So I really like this. It's exactly what I wanted to see, but I think the most exciting part is that there's actually tons of quests for me. Like I said, there's so many, guys, and that's going to make Arathi a place where you get to encounter Alliance, by the way. Even better for War Mode players. Even more fun. So you can see the entrance right here. If you want to get up here, you actually have to go not on this road to the farm. I made that mistake, but there's actually another mountain pass that I guess I can just go down here and you'll actually end up seeing because they don't really make it super clear on the map, right? So you can see it's kind of a steep mountain, but it does lead all the way up pretty nicely. There's no jumping and trying to, you know, make jumps that are very difficult or something like that. It's right here. You can see it leads right to the bottom of the Arathi Highlands. So right there on the map is basically where it's going to end up being. Okay, guys, level 40. We had to go to STV, but we still made it happen anyway, and I'm excited, guys. You know, there weren't that many different things about the Troll subzone. It was mostly a quest hub, as far as I could tell. So there might be some stuff here in the ruins, and that's about it. But most of it was just questing in the totality of the Arathi Highlands. And you know what? That's still pretty sick. I really, really like that, but we're starting to out-level it. Another thing to keep in mind is that this is a pretty normal occurrence. You know, at one point, we're going to go all the way to Gillijim's Isle in STV. I heard this is kind of high level though for me, but there's other stuff that we didn't get to see in this playthrough that the Alliance have access to, like Dunagroth and Hawk's Vigil right here in the wetlands. So there's a lot of custom stuff still to do, especially dungeons and stuff like that, and zones to try, especially if you're Alliance. But we did it, guys. Level 40. I guess I'm grabbing Dark Pact. Is it worthy of putting on my bar? Probably not, but I will do it anyway. Let's see. My Voidwalker's mana and I Dark Pact. Oh, it's like life tapping your pet. Oh. That's actually really cool. I guess I didn't realize it didn't have a cooldown. So it's literally life tapping your pet. Okay. Very fascinating. Okay, so guys, I just found a group of Alliance players in South Booty Bay right now. I'm doing the Zanzel's Mixture quest, and they are as well. Here's the thing, they didn't kill me. Every other bit of Alliance I've seen, even in groups of like 4 or 5, they've killed me, and even camped me, dude. It's been a day. But the main reason I pressed record was to let you guys know that I was really wrong about Dark Pact. I also feel bad about it. Listen, guys, a lot of us form opinions just because we look at something and we think we know it, basically, right? Yes, I've played quite a bit of vanilla. It doesn't mean I am by default a pro in every way, and you won't catch me reading guides 24/7 in my spare time, okay? So the fact of the matter is, I looked at Dark Pact and I thought, yeah, that pretty much sucks. Fact of the matter is, I've used it so many times now, and if I didn't have it, I would have lost, that there's no way it can be bad. Now, unexciting? Sure. I think you could definitely say life tap that goes from your pet to you is unexciting, but is it really more unexciting than life tap itself? In fact, by default, by adding the pet to it, isn't it more exciting than life tap? So it's just a weird spell. Now, I don't think it should be a last talent point thing in the Affliction tree. Maybe that's where some of the bias comes from. But yes, so far, I've been running out of mana a lot. I soloed all of the animals up here for the Nessingwary Expedition quest, and if I did not have a way to get mana from my pet, I would have gone and died because they had way too much HP. I had the Spam Fear, which is already 100 and almost 50 mana on on its own, and that was required, guys, and I've been using it here too. I don't have drinks, but I can always steal mana from my Voidwalker because he doesn't need it, dude. Look, it goes up so fast for him. Literally, I do one and he immediately gets it back. Like, it's actually broken. So yes, it's not as exciting, and maybe it shouldn't be a last talent point type of thing. It's more of a middle of the tree type of thing, in my opinion. But it is actually incredibly good. I just never used it, so I just assumed. I'm actually extremely excited to know that I can still figure out things that are new, and yeah, learn, man. Like, that's what's actually fun about life to me. It's like realizing you were wrong about something and then fixing it and knowing that you'll most likely never make a mistake like that again, because now you know. So I'm actually super hype about this. We're gonna stay in the Affliction tree for a hot second. In the next video, I can basically guarantee you we're gonna try the conflag spec, because I really want to. I want to see, is it actually good? I did try it a little bit pre-40, not gonna lie to you guys, but it sucked. It was horrible without conflag, and I'd much rather just dot things and have a pet out. So another thing I want to try, though, is actually going to be the demonology tree. This should be fun with things like Soul Link and demonic sacrifice. I just want to see what I can do. If anybody here remembers my old classic WoW shaman videos, you might remember that I never just copied specs. I always made up my own. Sometimes it leads to a lot of success in wacky ways, and sometimes you have to learn that's why people don't like that way of building things, right? And so we'll probably end up doing the same thing here. I gotta say, so far I've really been enjoying my Turtle WoW journey. It's slow WoW, but I feel like part of me needed that again. I've been going so zoomy on Ascension, and I love Ascension. I'm gonna always come back to it. It's always gonna be something I do regularly for the time being, obviously for months ahead, maybe even for years. But knowing I can mix it up and still have fun again and bring it back to the roots of WoW certainly feels good, man. One thing I know I harp on sometimes about that I really like about vanilla is finding random groups. I found 3 randos doing a quest I'm doing at the precise moment that I was doing it. Obsidian Greaves just dropped, and I'm gonna greed on it and know that, hey, a rare just dropped in the open world, and that's actually really sick. And this would never happen on retail, dude. It just wouldn't. And hell, if nobody wants me to make fun of retail, because I'm not trying to pick on retail, it's just that's the word for WoW to me, and this is something different. Or we could say even Ascension, something you know I absolutely love. It's not going to happen that often on Ascension either. People are too instanced. You have to pick a way of playing WoW, and developers seem to have to pick a way to design the game. They either want you out in the open world, want you grouping randomly, or they want everything to be in, very insulated guilds and parties and dungeons and raids and PGs. I also just got given the Gossamer shoulder pads of the Owl, and I have a feeling that guy knew that I wanted it, because mine are literally worse versions of the ones he just gave me. But I like the way he played it. Thank you, dude, for giving me brand new shoulders that we can use at level 41. And you know what? I've gotten even better at accepting the things I don't like as well. Like, for example, I was camped so much in Arathi Highlands that I left the zone. I'm talking 5 or 6 times, and the people definitely weren't good people in that moment for doing what they did, because they literally went out of their way as a group of 5 to kill me and camp me. And the only reason I'm bringing it up now is to let you guys know that with success, outside of, again, knowing that I think it's kind of cringe, I didn't get upset about it. I wasn't upset about it at all. I was fine, and I didn't quit the game either. I just went to another zone. Knowing that you're always consistently growing is another thing I find really fun. And so I don't know. I'm happy to know that I might be playing the same game that I've played for a lot of my life, but I'm not playing it the same way. I'm not playing it with the same mindset, and I'm always learning, and that always makes it worth it. Okay, so me and the Pally stuck together, and we met another Druid along the way. I'm currently killing crabs, just got done killing a crap ton. So 41 means we got literally 10 levels in this video, which for vanilla is really solid. And so far, I'm down to 192 alchemy, 203 herbalism. Bro, I didn't even realize that was as high as it was. Because remember, alchemy's only low because I haven't used all the flowers I've picked yet. So herbalism, man, like that's the one that's the hard one. 203 means I'm actually pretty much caught up. I think I can get anything at this level right now that I would actually be encountering in the zone that I'm in, which is big. So I'm going to keep doing these quests, and I'm going to have like 5 or 6 turn-ins by the time I go back to Booty Bay, and yeah, that's going to be really great. We're getting really close to 42. Oh, and by the way, with this last talent point, I really don't know where I want to put it. Oh, I'm going to fill out Nightfall. 4% chance to, on corruption or drain life tick, get a free instant Shadow Bolt. So that's been huge. I actually do feel the extra Shadow Bolt so far. I've been playing with it for a hot second, and we're on the Succubus again because I don't need the Voidwalker right now. I'm not really tanking. The Pally and the Druid tank everything right now. It's wonderful. Also, if we get ganked, I'd rather have Seduction at this point. Also, I was talking to this High Elf, and he actually said that he really liked the High Elf racial, so maybe I am just underrating it, but he said look at it more like a mage's evocation, but a 6-minute racial instead. And it works with rage. I feel like it is more of a caster thing after he used that example though, but that's pretty good. I mean, he's using it right now. It is basically an evocation. Yo, with level 38 and 40 brought new abilities. Howl of Terror. Okay. Psychic Scream. I think it has a cast time. Yes, 2-second cast. But it's going to help me in multi-target fights, potentially. That's really big. I've also got a brand new demon armor, which is actually bigger than it might look. 90 more armor, 3 more shadow resistance, but more importantly, 2 more health per 5. I'm actually combining this with a brand new robe I got. It's giving me 5 health per 5. So, hey, I got a lot of passive health per 5. And I really like that. Okay, guys. So, this is a really big moment for me because it turns out getting a mount obviously is not that deep because I'm a warlock. Summon Felsteed. Okay, let's accept the quest. And apparently it's as easy. I never knew this, guys. There is no quest for the first one, just for the next one. I think it's like 250 gold worth of stuff or whatever. This though, wow. Free 60% increased movement speed. Don't mind if I do. Now look at this, guys. I actually just got the writing skill for free. That's very interesting. Not only did I get the writing skill for free, but of course I have the mount itself. Oh man, oh man. Summon Felsteed. Yes. Yes, dude, hype. This is it. I am so far ahead, man. We've come a long way on this journey, man, and I really do think it's fitting to end the video with a quick stroll up through the Barrens. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and to subscribe. Episode 4 of Turtle WoW, and I gotta say, I'm having a lot of fun. I want to give a just final last hurrah to that troll subzone in the Arathi Highlands because we out-leveled it too quickly, and getting camped by 5 players made it really too hard to want to be there at that moment, especially when I'm actually trying to get a video out. So, I am obviously, as you can see right now, showing you guys what the ruins look like and another quick look at that area on the screen right now. A lot of time put into these videos, and it's a labor of love, but it is a lot of time. So, like that video once again, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Mcdoubles out.